Have you ever felt like the world was shrinking, closing on you because of someone else's words or actions? That heavy feeling in your chest, the knot in your stomach, the constant replay of hurtful moments in your mind. It's a weight no one should have to carry. This isn't just about playground taunts or fleeting insults. It's about the insidious erosion of your spirit, the slow dimming of your inner light caused by bullying. Perhaps you're navigating this right now, feeling isolated and unsure where to turn. Maybe you're carrying scars from the past, wounds that still ache with the sting of those experiences. Or possibly, you're witnessing someone you care about struggling, desperate to help but unsure how. No matter your connection to this issue, know this: you're not alone, and this space is for you. Bullying isn't just a childhood rite of passage. It's a deeply damaging form of abuse that can leave lasting marks on your self-esteem, your relationships, and your overall well-being. It can manifest in countless ways, from blatant physical aggression to subtle, insidious acts of social exclusion, from relentless verbal attacks to the silent, corrosive power of cyberbullying. It can happen in schools, workplaces, online spaces, and even within families. What makes bullying so insidious is its power to distort your perception of yourself. It can plant seeds of doubt, insecurity, and self-loathing that can take root and grow, poisoning your sense of worth. It can make you question your value, your abilities, and your very right to exist. It can lead to anxiety, depression, isolation, and even suicidal thoughts. But here's the truth. You're not defined by the words or actions of others. You possess an inner strength, a resilience that is far greater than any negativity directed your way. This journey is about reclaiming that power, about learning to navigate the challenges of bullying with grace, courage, and unwavering self-belief. We're not going to offer simplistic solutions or empty platitudes. This isn't about pretending the pain doesn't exist or minimizing the impact of bullying. Instead, we're going to delve into the psychological roots of this issue, explore the dynamics at play, and equip you with practical tools and strategies to heal, to cope, and to thrive. Think of this as a lifeline, a beacon of hope in the darkness. It's a space where you can find validation, understanding, and empowerment. It's a reminder that you are not broken, you are not flawed, and you are absolutely worthy of love, respect, and happiness. This is more than just a video. It's a conversation, a journey of self-discovery, and a testament to the indomitable spirit within you. It's about transforming pain into power, vulnerability into strength, and silence into a voice that roars with self-acceptance and unwavering resilience. Get ready to embark on a journey of healing, growth, and ultimately, triumph over bullying. Now, let's explore the unseen forces behind the actions of those who engage in bullying. It's easy to paint them as simply bad people, but the reality is often more intricate, rooted in their own insecurities, past experiences, and learned behaviors. Understanding these motivations, while not excusing their actions, can provide a clearer picture of the dynamics at play and empower you to respond more effectively. Frequently, bullying stems from a deep-seated need for control. Individuals who feel powerless in other areas of their lives might seek to exert dominance over others to compensate. This can be particularly true for those who have experienced trauma, abuse, or neglect. By belittling or intimidating others, they temporarily alleviate their own feelings of vulnerability and inadequacy. Consider, for instance, a child who is constantly criticized at home. They might, in turn, become a bully at school, projecting their own pain onto their peers. Another critical aspect is the influence of social dynamics and peer pressure. Bullying often occurs within a group context, where individuals may engage in harmful behavior to gain acceptance or avoid becoming targets themselves. This groupthink mentality can override individual conscience and lead to actions that individuals would never consider on their own. The desire to fit in, to be seen as cool or tough, can be a powerful motivator, especially during adolescence. Think about a scenario where a student starts making fun of another student's clothes. Other students might join in, not because they genuinely dislike the clothes, but because they fear being ostracized by the group. Furthermore, a lack of empathy plays a significant role. Some individuals struggle to understand or care about the feelings of others. This can be due to a variety of factors, including genetic predispositions, developmental delays, or a lack of positive role models. Without the ability to truly connect with the emotional experiences of others, it becomes easier to inflict harm without remorse. A common example is cyberbullying, where the anonymity of the internet can further diminish empathy and embolden individuals to engage in cruel and hurtful behavior. Conversely, some bullies may actually be seeking attention, even if it's negative attention. They might crave the reaction they get from their victims, the power they feel when they elicit fear or distress. This could be a sign of underlying emotional needs that are not being met in healthy ways. Picture a student who constantly disrupts class. While their behavior is disruptive and harmful, it might also be a cry for help, a desperate attempt to be noticed and acknowledged. It's also important to acknowledge the role of learned behavior. Children often learn bullying behaviors from observing adults in their lives, whether it's parents, teachers, or even characters on television. If they witness adults using aggression, intimidation, or disrespect to get their way, they may internalize these behaviors as acceptable ways to interact with others. Envision a child witnessing a parent constantly belittling their spouse. They might, in turn, adopt similar behaviors in their own relationships. Therefore, while understanding the motivations behind bullying doesn't excuse the behavior, it does provide valuable insight into the complexities of the issue. This understanding can help you develop more effective strategies for coping with bullying, intervening as a bystander, and ultimately, creating a more compassionate and respectful environment for everyone. This is not about condoning harmful actions, but about equipping ourselves with the knowledge to address the root causes and foster positive change. Reflecting on this journey so far, we begin to perceive the contours of a landscape previously obscured by shadow. It's as if we've been navigating a dense forest, each tree representing a different facet of the bullying experience, and now, we're emerging into a clearing where the interconnectedness of these elements becomes strikingly apparent. The individual struggles, the underlying motivations and societal influences, they all coalesce to form a complex web, one that demands not just our attention, but our conscious effort to untangle. Think of it as a tapestry, woven with threads of pain, fear, and resilience. Each thread, seemingly insignificant on its own, contributes to the overall pattern. The dark threads of the bully's insecurities and the victim's vulnerability intertwine with a brighter strand of empathy and support, creating a narrative that is both heartbreaking and hopeful. Recognizing this intricate design allows us to move beyond simplistic judgments and toward a more nuanced understanding of the forces at play. The insights we've gathered are not merely abstract concepts. They are keys that unlock the potential for meaningful change. They offer us a lens through which to view our own experiences, to identify the patterns that have shaped our perspectives, and to challenge the beliefs that have held us captive. This process of self-discovery is not always easy. It requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths. But it is through this very process that we begin to reclaim our power, to rewrite our stories, and to emerge stronger and more resilient than before. Consider the ripple effect of a single act of kindness. Just as a pebble dropped into a pond creates waves that spread outwards, so too can a single gesture of support or compassion have a profound impact on the lives of others. By choosing to stand up for someone who is being bullied, by offering a listening ear to a friend in need, or by simply treating others with respect and empathy, we contribute to a culture of kindness and inclusivity that can help to prevent bullying from taking root in the first place. As we pivot toward the final reflection, it's crucial to acknowledge that the journey towards healing and empowerment is not a linear one. There will be setbacks and challenges along the way, moments when doubt creeps in and the old wounds begin to ache. But it is during these moments that we must draw upon the inner strength that we have cultivated, to remember the lessons we have learned, and to reaffirm our commitment to creating a better world for ourselves and for others. The path forward is not about erasing the past. It's about learning from it, about transforming our experiences into wisdom, and about using our voices to advocate for change. It's about embracing our vulnerability, celebrating our resilience, and recognizing that we are all interconnected. And it's about understanding that true strength lies not in dominance or aggression, but in empathy, compassion, and the unwavering belief in the inherent worth of every human being. It is with this understanding that we move toward a final affirmation. Now, armed with understanding and self-awareness, let's turn these insights into tangible tools for healing. Consider the power of cognitive restructuring, a technique that challenges negative thought patterns and replaces them with more balanced and realistic ones. When you find yourself replaying hurtful words or dwelling on past experiences, Consciously interrupt the cycle. Ask yourself, is this thought based on fact or feeling? Is there another way to interpret this situation? What evidence supports this thought, and what evidence contradicts it? By actively questioning your negative thoughts, you can begin to dismantle their power and create space for more positive and empowering beliefs. Another invaluable tool is mindfulness. This practice involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment, allowing you to observe your thoughts and feelings without getting carried away by them. When you feel overwhelmed by anxiety or sadness, take a few deep breaths and focus on your senses. Notice the sights, sounds, smells, and sensations around you. This simple act of grounding yourself in the present can help to interrupt the cycle of rumination and bring you back to a place of calm and clarity. Furthermore, cultivating self-compassion is essential. Treat yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and acceptance that you would offer a dear friend. When you make a mistake or experience a setback, resist the urge to criticize or blame yourself. Instead, acknowledge your pain, remind yourself that everyone struggles, and offer yourself words of comfort and encouragement. This practice of self-compassion can help to build resilience and foster a sense of inner peace. Beyond these internal tools, it's crucial to build a strong support system. Surround yourself with people who love and support you, who believe in your potential, and who will stand by you through thick and thin. Don't be afraid to reach out for help when you need it. Talk to a trusted friend, family member, therapist, or counselor. Sharing your experiences and feelings can be incredibly validating and empowering. Remember, you don't have to go through this alone. In addition to seeking support from others, consider engaging in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Pursue your passions, explore your interests, and make time for things that make you feel alive. This could involve anything from painting or writing to hiking or dancing. Engaging in activities that nourish your soul can help to boost your self-esteem, reduce stress, and create a sense of purpose. Finally, remember that healing is a process, not a destination. There will be ups and downs along the way, moments of progress and moments of setback. Be patient with yourself, celebrate your successes, and learn from your challenges. The most important thing is to keep moving forward, to keep believing in your potential, and to never give up on yourself.